the Creator, made the earth and all things that we need to live. He made Spirit Father and recognized that he was lonely. And in a blazing ball across the sky, he sent Spirit Mother, where they were joined and populated the earth. And as all things have a beginning and an end, as their children went out, Spirit Mother and Spirit Father grew old. And when Spirit Father died, Spirit Mother fell into a sadness that knew no waking. She refused to take water and take food. The animals tried to care for her, but she rejected all attempts. And so it was, she fell into the sleep that knows no waking. And Spirit Father and Spirit Mother were buried beneath a sapling pine tree. As time went on, Spirit Mother and Spirit Father were forgotten. Forgotten by all except the pine tree that grew. And that is why to this day, in a breeze, if you stand next to a pine tree, it creaks and moans. And in the morning, you will see droplets of water, its tears from its quills, because the pine weeps for the firstborn of the earth. The firstborn were the Shawnee, my people. And my birth emulated the blazing star across the sky. And so my father, after having emerged from the birthing lodge when my mother gave birth to me, named me Tecumseh, which means shooting star. My earliest memory is of warfare. My father died when I was 6 years old, killed by the whites, the Virginians of the Appalachians. When I was 14, my older brother, Chichika, was killed by the whites. For my entire life, I have known nothing but warfare. But aside from some of my other tribesmen, my countrymen, when we went to war and took prisoners, I never tortured them. I grew into a leader who based his leadership on compassion. My brother, Tenskwawata, became known as the prophet when he had a vision and predicted that the sun would stand still. William Henry Harrison called him a fraud, but 2 days later, when the sun did stand still, it went black. My brothers knew the power of Tenskwawata. Tenskwawata thought and believed in his heart that we should all turn towards native ways and give up the white ways. Don't trade for cloth for our clothing. We make our own cloth. Reject the metal tools and go back to stone and flint and bow and arrow. William Henry Harrison spoke for all the whites, the Virginians, the Appalachians. Why shouldn't I speak for all the native people? And so it was I took it upon myself to journey far to the south and the west and even to the north, to recruit allies, to stop the expansion of the Americans westward, treaty after treaty being broken, our children starving, our old ones withering away on the branch. For what? For land. How can you own the land? How can you own the sunlight? How can you you own the air that we breathe is impossible. Yet my brothers take money from the Americans for their land. And we are squeezed further and further onto territory where there is no game. The whites, they take the deer, they take the bear only for their skins and let the meat rot. And our children starve. And so it was, I spoke this speech in the month that you call May, 1812.